I would say for myself, I didn't realize to the extent in which I was carrying being overly critical and judgmental of myself and by extension other people. I think when I became a mom about 4 or 5 years ago, it really highlighted for me the ways in which I have been like overly critical and how I wanted to reckon or like break up that cycle and that like behavior of seeing myself in a way that God doesn't see me, and how I struggle with having an affection towards other people if they don't align with what I agree with or what I believe is like a standard of living. And I noticed that I had a difficult time being gracious and kind, and loving to myself, even when I fell short of my own standards and when people fell short of the standards that I like placed on them, whether it is like just godly living or like where you should be at a particular time in life, and just the little ways that I've been critical. I think when we're talking about criticism and judgment, at the heart of that is pride. And I think as I've been like journeying through what this means for me, like God has asked me to lay down my pride, to lay down what I think is righteous. I think for a very long time, throughout my teenage years and young adult years, I've pretty much walked a straight and narrow path, like obviously having moral feelings throughout life, but for the most part, in terms of like Christian living, I've walked a pretty straight and narrow path. And I think just being able to understand and realize that all of my righteousness, all of the things that I think is right and holy and good are filthy rags to the Lord. And being able to submit my pride to Him and allow Him to show me my own humanity and show me that I am needing of grace and gentleness when I fall short, and then being able to offer that to other people as well. I think a lot of my experience in even just raising my son, me wanting to create an environment where he says my parents, my mom was kind and gentle with me and practiced long suffering, even when she didn't agree or even when she was disappointed. And I realized that in order for me to be able to do that with him, I need to start doing that with myself first. Healing has required me to really look at what it means to embody the fruit of the Spirit and what it means for me to be patient and to be kind and to be gentle, to practice self-control, and to really ask, like, help me to love myself, help me to love people the way that you do, and how can I have an affection towards others in a way that restores dignity and respect to people, regardless of how I may feel or think or what I'm told to feel and think about people. How can I show your heart towards people in a way that is restorative, in a way that allows for repair and kindness? And I think as I'm like journeying through how do I do that for Nikita, I'm seeing God's kindness. I'm seeing His love. I'm seeing how He is ever so gentle with me, and I can give myself that gentleness even when I've fallen short of my own standards, not beating myself up, not being overly critical. And I think that's the perfect sweet spot that like God would want for myself and just all of us as Christians.